All right. Welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to On the Respawn. Gandhi, Maven, and Mr. X, a.k.a. Matthew Capo Bianca. How are you, Matthew?
I'm good.
Good to have you on here. You look like a mad scientist today.
God, I hate you guys more each week.
You look
I think I like you more and more each week.
I do.
I think that's what it is. I like the outfit, too. Look, he definitely brings a style. We look like our parents go shopping.
Straight out of Greece. But here we are on this week's episode of On the Respawn with Gandhi, myself, Maven, Mr. X.
The second time we've introduced ourselves.
Yeah, I don't know why you did that.
Yeah.
That's weird for everyone.
When you said it just didn't sound right.
Why? Because
Scott, what are we going to have on today's show?
Yeah.
Well, as everyone knows, yesterday sparked the day of team changes.
Yeah.
That's the first and the only thing that really matters that we need to talk about here.
Yeah, we can probably talk for quite a bit of time on it.
And I think right off the break, I'm going to roast the hell out of Mr. X.
Oh.
You know why? Because his so-called dream team, which is FaZe... This so-called dream team of FaZe Black, which, in case you've been under a rock, consists of Saints, Proofy, Formal, and Censor, they got what, third rounded maybe yesterday?
I think so. Something like
that.
Second or third round.
What happened? What happened, Bob?
They got destroyed.
What happened?
They got destroyed.
Yeah, well, come on. This is your dream team to give Cole a run for its money.
I said if I had to make a team of people not on Cole, who would I make a team around? That would be the four guys I would pick. But, I mean, they don't have any teamwork right now.
No, zero.
I didn't have any...
zero.
Scott was, having a little panic attack, and, typically his tweets are just to get followers, and they're usually really inaccurate. But I think for this team, it's going to take time, man. None of these guys really played that much together. They're all, just
coming from the guy
players.
Who believes Formal is God.
Formal is God, dude. He's going to be fine. He did have, a 12 and 1,000 game at Blitz map, but...
Yeah, triple negative is normally not good on Freight Blitz.
It was a rough game.
You're not going to win if you go triple negative.
Yeah, you get rough games. But, no, I think I'm with Matt. I think that team's going to be good just because, I don't know, I've been saying all along, rotations matter, teamwork, it does matter. We haven't seen a team that can shoot complexity yet.
You can take up for sloppy play.
Yeah, but my thing here, and that's kind of what I'm bringing to this table right now, is, I'm going to start off with X. Normally you see one quote-unquote brainless Slayer per team, right?
Yeah.
Brainless. And by that I mean,
Mindless.
Mindless. Where he just kind of runs around and just kills things.
So
that's his only job.
So you're saying all those players are stupid, Scott?
I'm saying 3/4 of them, their traditional jobs on each team have been mindlessly to slay, and now they're forced in a situation where they have to do a little bit more thinking than they're used to. But is this going to be a problem?
I think they can... See... I would just have them take turns doing it, but I mean...
What?
No, that's not going to happen. Yeah, you could easily do that.
So we're going to just cut out that last bit from Mr. X.
Why?
But, I think
we'll pretend that he answered my question with an actual answer here.
Yeah, that was an actual answer. You can have them take turns just roaming and slaying. I mean, if Proofy's hot in the second half of a round, then Formal shouldn't try and run into the spawn as well. I mean,
yeah, but
in the middle of the map, but that's not going to happen. That's only
I think there's not that much really.
That's not going to happen.
No, there's no way it can happen because coaches are done. Coaches are done, and players are never going to make that decision.
I think this team, more than any of the other new teams that have been put together, is going to take the most time and the most playing to get it right. I think they'll be a top 4 team. It's just going to take time.
I agree.
I really do.
Yeah.
But I'm not surprised they lost. Well, I mean, I'm surprised in the fact that they shouldn't have, but I guess I'm not in the fact that, dude, they barely played together.
Here's another thing. Will they even last as long as it would be to get to a top 4?
That's true.
I mean, I think...
that's a very, very good point.
What's the first event they'll be actually be
second
together
league, by the way, too.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, Matt, but for everyone out there who may not understand what's going on with the Season 2, basically the organization holds a right to the spot of the team.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to form sentences here. And so now that FaZe is split into 2 teams, FaZe Red is guaranteed Season 2 because it has 3/4 of their members, and FaZe Black either has to wait on a forfeit on SB or a forfeit from another top team, probably Curse Las Vegas.
I could see not fielding a team.
But other than that, they are forced to go through the open.
Then they would have to go through
I don't think there's any way that team will be going through open. Something will happen, whether it's a loophole or a team leaves or something will happen, man. There's no way.
I don't know any way around it besides if an organization were to be hey, you know what, I'm buying out your seed.
It's the perfect opportunity to make an example out of somebody, for messing with the orgs and whatnot. I wouldn't be surprised if, Curse LV fields some team out of left field and SB kind of.
But is this full roster? What's the first event? Because obviously not PAX. So they're going to go, is this roster to Niagara?
Niagara doesn't have anything to do with the Season 2 league. I think it's just
I was saying in general, is that the first event they'll go to?
Yeah, the first event they'll go to is Niagara, but it's also on the 360. So that's right there alone. The 360 with this team, that's where they lost on. They lost on the 360. So I could very well see them not getting top 4 and breaking up. I really could.
Oh, if we're talking what they need to finish to stick it out, I'm hoping that group of guys will at least give them their chance. But they're all real young. They're all kill slayer minded. If they have a real bad event,
they don't get like a top 4, they're done.
Yeah, I think so too. I really think, and that was my only concern about this team, is that I think Proofy's finally at this point now where he's so tired of not winning that he's going to do whatever it takes to win.
I just think they can be ridiculously good. They just need time, man. And there's not that much time between now. It's 3 weeks?
How much time is it?
And then they have to play
first week in May.
They have to play with their other teams for PAX then too.
It's 2.5 weeks after PAX.
But you're taking 7 to 10 days out of a PAX almost. They're going to practice for PAX a bit. Have to play at PAX with their other squad. Yeah. So they literally have 2 weeks of playing.
Yeah.
So I hope
it's scary if you're a FaZe Black fan.
I am a FaZe Black fan.
I know.
I already ordered a shirt online.
What were they giving away? Just a black shirt?
It's a black t-shirt that says FaZe. It's like Walmart.com.
Out of the F's is just formal, and that's why you bought it?
It just has Matt's face on the front.
No, that'd be a sweet shirt.
With a Heisenberg hat on?
I'd wear that pretty much every day.
I could see him being a mad scientist of some sorts.
No, we have a scientist on Skype.
I'm a fan of FaZe Black. He's got just a formal shirt on.
No, come on. I coach Saints, man. We have a bond.
Yeah,
forever bond.
Dude, to be honest, man, I just feel... I think Censor... It's going to really attest to a lot as to what Censor has going for him, right? Everyone's always said, you're this objective guru. You can give TP a run for his money, which obviously he can. But when it comes time to say, guys, I need help on B, hot B, when he's dead, is he going to be able to control his units?
I could totally see the other 3 guys kind of being so buddy-buddy that they end up just kind of roasting Censor a little bit. You know what I mean? When you get buddy-buddy with a teammate and you just kind of always just rank on one guy.
Saints,
I just really see the 3 of them doing that.
At least with coaching him, Saints is pretty quiet. He didn't really... He was not a kill yawn at people. Formal's pretty... from his tweets, you would think he's a 14-year-old girl, but from his just personality and knowing him so long, he's respectful. I don't think he's going to do something like that.
Yeah. People get 140 characters and they just turn into idiots.
Yeah, Censor will run the show, though, I think, as far as kind of strats and what's going on and keeping them under control. But that's a team that could need a coach. It would really just be a good idea if they had a coach.
He's pointing to himself, man. If you didn't know. Maven was pointing to himself.
Yeah, it was a rant.
I totally knew Maven was trying to lobby for the FaZe Black coach.
Yeah, no, I already do. Team manager, just we'll get a house.
Team janitor.
Yeah, I'll be
You'll mop up their tears of disappointment.
If there's ramen, bread,
peanut butter,
chunky peanut butter, a computer to play Diablo on.
I've never had ramen.
You what?
Ramen is an elegant treat.
What is this guy?
You're like Revan Jr. Has Revan never had a milkshake?
Okay, commercial.
No, don't you dare! You're not allowed to throw in a commercial.
Okay, commercial. All of a sudden we see it cut out. Kyle's all confused.
I would say that FaZe Black for me right now kind of sits with Curse Las Vegas pre-regionals. They can win the event or they can get top 16.
Yeah.
But instead of top 16, I would say top 8.
I don't think...
Because I think Gunsko alone, they get top 8.
Yeah.
The team's so 50-50, man.
I know. I get what you mean, though. 50-50. It's either going to be...
Yeah, it's a coin flip.
Fantastic finish or just crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's no in between.
I don't know. I'm not seeing it. I think you give them 2 or 3 more.
I think he got one message from Golden Boy yesterday and lost faith in the team.
Yeah, you know what? To be honest, I think the team would work. I think though with the scheduling of the events and how it's gonna work, they don't have enough time to really get that good result. And then if they don't get that good result the first try, I don't know if we're going to see a second one.
That's why I don't have faith.
Yeah, I think we'll see a second one. See, I'm confident we'll see a second one.
You think we'll see a second one? This is Call of Duty.
Teams
win events and they drop people.
I'm going to go to each and every one of them, tell them, listen, guys, I'm going to talk them down. Like, you only have like 2 weeks. No one expects you to do well. Like, if you get top 32, people are
top 32.
People are going to think you succeeded. So just go out there, give it your best shot, and then next.
Okay, put it like this:
planting seeds.
Gun to your head, do you make the decision of going through open bracket and staying with this team, or shading the hell out of them and going behind their backs and going?
I think this team, if they find out right away they have to go through open bracket, I don't know what's going to happen. That's going to be...
if they find out...
Dude, you shady. That's 100% what happens.
If they have to find out they have to go through AM bracket, this team will end up being cursed Las Vegas somehow. If they have to find out they're going through open. Because you got to think about it. If Parasite's out there looking for 3... and they know they can't get into that pro bracket for, what is it, it's 65K, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they can't get in for that...
No, it's 70K for pro bracket.
Oh, all right.
Yep.
So, and Parasite's sitting there with a guaranteed seed, they're going to sketch on one.
Hey, what's up, bud?
One of those guys is getting sketched on.
Oh, no, someone's getting sketched on 1,000%. Because it has to be that way. And I hate to say it, but if it's one person, it's going to end up being censored. And that team's going to suck. If Haggy for censor, that team craps the bed every night, and his parents beat him in the morning.
Oh my god.
I don't know, man. I got faith in FaZe Black. Dude, whatever team Formal's on, I'm just going to blindly follow.
All right, well, we're going to a quick commercial break. When we come back, stay tuned. More stuff. More finger pointing.